Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I wanted to go through my new plant shelf setup. So I've changed up a few things. I've gotten a new shelf, some new lights, and I just wanted to go through it with you guys. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is a little overview of my shelf that I currently have. So this is just a new shelf that I have, and I originally had another IKEA shelf. It was kind of like a natural wood, slightly bigger shelf, but I got this one instead because it's a little bit more narrow and it could fit in the hallway better. I originally had my plants all in my bedroom, but I decided to move it to the hallway just because, I don't know, like I think this is a better setup. I think this is a better location. And I have some new lights and I'm really happy with how it looks. So one thing that I kept the same is my humidifier down there. So this is just my HOMECH 4-liter humidifier. So I got this off Amazon. I have this plugged in 24/7. And now that it's kind of getting into the cooler seasons, I do have it run on max. And I actually have to refill it twice a day. Very, very annoying actually. This is a decent humidifier, good for beginners. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of different like settings. It really just has like an on button and you can twist the dial depending on if you want it at a lower setting or max, which is what I have it as. But yeah, it doesn't really measure the relative humidity in the room and it doesn't have any like automatic turn on off setting, but it does the job for what I paid for it. So yeah, if you kind of want a humidifier like that, I would recommend it. But if you want something more high tech, maybe go with I don't know, HOMECH, LAIVA, all the other ones. Back to the shelf, as you can see, I have some new lights set up. So before I used to have those kind of lights where they look like arms and they clip onto the edge of the shelf and shine onto the plants. So depending on the direction that you're shining it on, it can kind of get like really weird because the plants might grow towards the light versus I like how these strip lights are just right above the shelf, so it comes straight down onto the plants and that way the plants can kind of grow upwards, and I just like that a little bit better. So this is how the light looks like. So I have 4 of these strip lights attached to the shelf. So there's 5 levels to that shelf and I don't have 5 because the top shelf I can't have one of these strip lights because I don't want to hang it from the ceiling, and that way I have another light fixture that's actually on the other side, so I'll show you guys that after. But this is the strip light that I'm using right now. They're all connected, all 4 of them, so one plugs into the other and then it goes on and on until the very last one at the bottom, which then connects to the outlet. And each one I only have one of these like reflectors on because this way it actually blocks the light when I'm looking at the shelf face on, and that way it doesn't really like hurt my eyes. If I show you from this angle, you'll actually see the light is covered, so when I walk by the shelf I'm not like blinded by the light. I don't have the other reflector on the other side just because it's shining against a white wall, so the light kind of bounces off of it anyway, so it's not really too big of a deal, and that way it kind of disperses the light a little bit better. But yeah, this just reflects the light downwards as opposed to going like this way, if you guys know what I mean. So I have those lights stuck onto the bottom of each shelf with these like sticky pads that came with the lights, so you can kind of see it like there. I put 3 on each strip light and they seem to be holding up okay. They're not really heavy lights, so I'm not too concerned about it. If it ever falls and damages my plants, I'll obviously have to change it to maybe like some command strips, but these are just like the sticky pads that came with the lights and I figured why not use them. There were a lot of other ways to hang up these lights. So if you have like a wire shelving, you can attach the lights using like zip ties, or there were these like little clips that you can clip on to like wire shelves, but because my shelves are like solid, I couldn't really like zip tie the entire like light around the whole shelf because zip ties are not that long and I think it would look kind of ugly. So that's why I just used these little sticky pads, and I have 3 on each of them. I've tried to manage the cables on the side so that it doesn't all like hang loose and look really messy. So I zip tied it to the side of the shelf, and I forgot to cut off this piece, but yeah, once I cut it off, it'll look a little bit better. But yeah, I just wrapped it around the sides of the shelf. So I have one there, I have one there, and another 2 on the other side. And that way it just looks a little bit neater. So from that side, you can see that the top light connects to the second light from that end, and then from the second light I connect to this third light, and it goes on and on until the very last one, which is right there. This connects to my little timed outlet, which I also bought off Amazon. So I have this set up so that it turns on at 8 a.m. in the morning and it turns off at 10 p.m. at night. I currently only have 2 plugs in this outlet, so there's still 2 left that are open that I can add more lights if I want to, but I don't really want to add too many lights because it's already really bright for the size of shelf that this is. And I have 4 of these strip lights on this shelf. With this one, which is my clamp light that I used to use before. So this just clamps onto the top of that shelf there. It has this aluminum reflector to kind of direct the light more downwards, and that way it just targets the plant a little bit better. I'm thinking about adding a second one on that side, but I'm not too sure yet just because the shelf is already really bright, but I feel like this side is a little bit dark. What do you guys think? My Gloriosum doesn't get as much light as I would like it because this one mainly shines on the Gigas. I also have a grow light bulb in here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but it's very like cool bright light, which I'm kind of not feeling. I really like how here is more like a warm tone light, and it's just a little bit easier on the eyes. So yeah, as you can see, my humidity is not that high despite my humidifier running 24/7. It's still only at 43%, which I honestly think that's pretty garbage. So I guess that's how winter is gonna be like. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup I have going on for this shelf. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll make sure to link everything down below so that you guys can check it out. Remember that the lights came in a pack of 6, but I only have 4 set up on the shelf right now. So I still have 2 spare ones that I can add to probably my greenhouse, and I could zip tie it on. And yeah, I really recommend these lights. They're super easy. You only need to plug in one of the lights, even though you have all 4 connected. So it makes plugging into the outlet a lot easier and less kind of cables, and it won't be as messy looking. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below which product you think you will be purchasing or you thought was really helpful to kind of have like a mini review on. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.